93.7 The River Rat, KSBV. I'm Dan R. along with the world-renowned artist Christo as he makes an appearance here in Salida for our walk. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Christo, we're going to talk about Over the River, a temporary work of art, if that's okay.
Yes.
Tell me, where did the idea come from? Let's do a little history.
Okay, a little history. Unfortunately, is missing Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude passed away in November, and all our work was working together for over 50 years. And all these projects, they links to our collaboration together. And the history of Over the River, the genesis of Over the River go back far away before even we have idea for Over the River. This is only for Over the River. Each project have different history, starting point. In 1985, after working 10 years to get the permission, we finally get permission to wrap in the oldest bridge in Paris, 420 years old bridge in Paris, called the Pont d'Or. The new bridge, but actually it's the oldest bridge. It's the medieval Renaissance type of bridge built with stones and 12 arches and tower. We wrap the towers, the stone is about 1,000 feet long and 300 feet wide, and you have a 12 walls, and everything was covered with this champagne color fabric, including the wall, which was underneath 100 feet and depth. And each fabric wall panel, because the walls are all different sizes, was costume made. It was to wrap the walls, apply the fabric on the stone. The fabric was positioned on the floating barge between inside the wall and the river Seine. You know, the river Seine is the central river of the city of Paris. Oh, when the Julius Caesar arrived there, this is how they discovered Paris. And Jean-Claude and myself were standing in the barge, looking the rock climbers elevating the fabric to apply the fabric to the walls of the oldest bridge of Paris. And suddenly we saw suspended fabric way above the water, over the river Seine, sun passing through the fabric. This was 1985. I remember only John and myself were enjoying the image that how the fabric was moving with the wind and the sun was passing through the fabric. And only 7 years later, in 1992, Over the River project come to the idea.
1992 is when.
7 years later. This is 85. And we were just finishing the 1992. We're just finishing the Umbrellas project in Japan and California. It's another project I was on with, and we're working also on another project for many years. He called it the Rapik of the Reichstag. It's German farmer of Berlin with permission was refused 3 times, and we were eager to do something, and the work for Berlin was very iffy, and we were not sure that we get the permission for the Rapik of the Reichstag. In the same way, we were so running ahead with that little idea. I did little sketches and drawings actually. We see all sites here today, and this is how, essentially, even the title of the project was wrong. That time also was called The River. Now, because the chance to get the Rapik of the Reichstag was appearing more and more possible, between 92, probably I talk too long. I can be shorter. I can be very, very tight. You know, but between 92, 93, 94, we worked to get the permission for the Reichstag, but only during the summertime, when the parliamentarian in Germany was holiday, we have time for the river. And we started scouting. We like to do the project in the United States. We investigated 89 rivers in the Rocky Mountains, because most of the great rivers in the United States, they are born in the Rocky Mountains. Some of the river go east to the Mississippi River and Gulf of Mexico. Some of the river go west to the Pacific Ocean. And we investigated 89 rivers. And by 1994, we come to 6 possible sites for our project river. There was 2 rivers in the state of Idaho, section of Pied and Salmon River. There was 1 section of Wind River in the state of Wyoming, 2 possible rivers in the state of Colorado, Cashla, Pudra, and Arkansas River, and section of Rio Grande in the state of New Mexico. But we get the permission for the Reichstag, and we concentrate our resources, energy, money, finally get it, have the permission, and run the Reichstag in 1995. Only in 1996, our team come back to the site with our chief engineer of this report, we returned back to the 6 possible sites. And by late 96, we came to consensus for aesthetical, engineering-wise, and many other reasons. I can explain that this section of Arkansas River,
So really 13, 14 years you've been looking
yes.
at the Arkansas
working
Fremont and Shaky County.
No, working in the project. And 96, 97, we focused on Arkansas River.
Very good. And here we are today, 2010, getting closer because your date is 2013.
But if we get the permission, 2011. Each time, our project is season project. The Over the River project is the summer project. When the Gates project for Central Park in 2005 was winter project, we looked at the Lively Street. The Lively Street can see the gates because during the summertime Central Park is forest. We're surrounded around Miami, surrounded 11 islands with 14 pink fabric with spring project before a hurricane on Miami came in the summertime. Meaning that it's a summer project. The earliest we can do it in 2013 if we get the permission in 2011.
Right now we have the BLM doing their EIS, their environmental impact study. That should be released shortly.
The draft.
Yeah, the draft should be released in a 45-day period for public comment. We'll follow. But you're no stranger to this. Every project that you've been talking about has been met with some type of opposition. There's always been hurdles to jump over. So you're no stranger to this, right?
But each project has its own unique process of permitting process. I never did a federal government, United States federal government permission, and also you should know there never been an history of the NEPA, National Emergency Policy Act of the United States federal government since 1972, Mr. Nixon administration. In never in history of art, ever work of art have an environmental impact statement. This is the unique situation, even in there no discussion of art in the NEPA guideline book.
Now you have many supporters in the area. They fall into one of either two categories from what I see. They're lovers of art, or they want to see economic development. They think this is really going to bring a lot of people to the Upper Arkansas Valley, and we thrive on tourism, so that's a good thing. And a lot of people
we don't do the project. No, we do the project because we believe it will be beautiful, and we'll have to build it to see it. The beauty is the most important part of this project. The beauty because visual arts deal with physicality of the work, meaning that colors, proportion, form, movement, comparison, relation. This is the visual arts, where the music with the sound, they deal with the sound.
And really the only negative that I've heard, really, that stands in the water is the traffic through the canyon, through the 2-year construction zone, and the time.
You should understand, the project, we use around 5.9 miles of Arkansas River and 40 miles area. Basically, 34 miles of Arkansas River will be absolutely in touch. And we are working on in this 5.9 miles of area.
Very good. And you're getting ready to speak to some supporters here tonight for Art Walk. Welcome to Salida, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you. We don't have time to explain how the project will be beautiful. It's only about the technical part, but I hope